everybody wants to date somebody higher than them in some regard, I would imagine, right?
Okay,
Um,
so that means that you do believe that women are hypergamous then. You're 100 on that.
yeah, women and men, I would say I'm 100 on are both hypergamous. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I disagree with the men being hypergamous,
Okay.
but we can get to that in a second. But just based on that alone, you're not based on the fact that you agree that people want to date up, that women and men are hypergamous. That means that you reject this idea that some 4 out of 10 guy with unbelievable social skills and game can seduce an 8 out of 10 woman at a bar because he's got, that just raw skill, that raw game.
Well, I mean, I would. I feel like the tricky part here is going to be in defining the words of like what does it mean to date up, or what does it mean to prefer something up? Because I would say that like probably like I mean it's going to be reasonable depending on how you look. Like if you're a horrifically scarred face missing one arm, and you're probably not going to pull a 10 no matter how good your game is. But I think that like most guys can be like a 6 or at least like a 6 or 7 if you like do a haircut, like take care of yourself in terms of hygiene, like have a decent pair of fitting clothes, and that those guys can pull pretty far above what I think a lot of people online would think they could pull. um, so I don't know if that's at ends with the hypergamous thing. I think we have to define pretty rigidly what it means to like date up or look up in something, I guess.
Well, I could hopefully give a accurate answer to that. That hypergamy is more concerned with SMV, and I don't think that social skills is a component of SMV. Rather, it's like the communicator of SMV. It's
What
similar to
is
like
is it like social male value or something? What is SMV?
it's
Or
sexual market value.
oh, sexual.
So
Okay.
everyone's got their own opinion on what goes into sexual market value, but people mainly disagree on the proportions rather than the components themselves. So everyone agrees, like the red pillars and black pillars alike, that part of your SMV will be looks, part of your SMV will be your status, your money, things like that along those lines. Your height goes into it, your dick size goes into it. Your even things like your voice, like if you've got a really high pitched voice, and that's like lower SMV. But then it's widely considered that social skills aren't a part of your SMV because that's like the communicator. Like it's delivering the SMV to the person you're talking to.
Um. So could two people have the same sexual market value but different social skills?
Yeah. So they could have the same six. So if there's 2 guys, they're both 6 foot tall on the dot. They're both like a 6 out of 10 in the face. They both have the same income and like wealth and status, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But one of them's got, far better game and social skills. Then obviously he's going to outcompete the other guy because he's beating him in that department.
Okay, but that wouldn't be considered part of his sexual market value.
No, I wouldn't consider that. And I think that most people in the manosphere would agree with that, that they think it's separate. You do have like a very small subset of people that think that game is a part of your SMV, but I don't think it's really tied. I mainly hear the argument that game is like what sells your SMV. It's like in sales, the product is the product, and then the sales pitch is in essence the game aspect of it.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. Um. All right. Interesting. Yeah. I'm just I'm chilling. Okay.
Yeah. So I was just so we could like wrap up this thing because I know it's taken a while to explain because you're not like a hardcore manosphere participant. But just to go through the 3 things then, if you had to say 0 to 100 on each of them, just so I can, just
Mm-hmm.
for my sake, so I can get an idea of where you stand.
Mm-hmm.
So women are hypergamous, 0 to 100. How much would you agree on that? That they want to date guys higher SMV than them?
Fuck. If the problem is just it's that S&P formula. I'd probably say no. Then I'd probably say that people probably are about on the same level. That's what I would say. They probably shoot for about the same level. That's probably what I would say. But we'll probably get into the weeds on that later. I guess that's probably where I'd go.
Okay. Um, okay, for the sake of continuity,
Mm-hmm.
the importance of looks. So women want to date guys mainly for their looks, 0 to 100.
Um, I'd probably do that at like probably 40ish.
40. Okay, that's fair enough. And the last one, your looks is mainly genetic.
I'd probably do that at like 40ish.
40 as well.
Yeah, I think so.
So you think the majority is the things that you can change your look, such as going to the gym, improving your style, your fashion,
Hmm.
fixing your hair,
Yeah.
grooming, skincare, things like that.
Hmm.
And then the genetic components will obviously be like your facial structure, um, your hairline, your height, your frame,
Hmm.
your like muscle building potential and things like that.
Hmm.
Okay, sounds good. I think I've got a clear picture. I know me and you have been talking a lot, so I want to give Emily and Todd a chance to give their opinion. I don't want to come onto the show and just dominate the conversation.
Yeah, thanks, Sweet Waffles. Yeah, so I'm Emily King. I have 2.5 million followers on TikTok.